Well, good day everybody, and welcome to my channel Whisky Journey. Today I've got another single malt Scotch whisky review for you guys, and yes, I'm staying in Islay trying out yet another Caol Ila, this one right here from Gordon MacPhail. After I've done the review, I'll do a comparison tasting between this one here. This is from the House and Spirits 17-year-old Caol Ila that I've already reviewed. Decided to choose this one because I think the cask maturation will be quite similar, albeit this is 4 years older. Okay, so onto this bottle right here. So as I said, Gordon MacPhail, UK exclusive, Connoisseurs Choice, 13-year-old cask strength, 2010 distillate, bottled at 53.4% ABV. Maturation was in a refill bourbon barrel. Cask number 313567, 165 bottles only, bottled on the 25th of October 2023. Okay, so this one's a little bit more youthful, or less maturation in years compared to the other ones I've tried recently. So it'll be interesting to see what notes we get and how it differs from the 17-year-old House and Spirits. So as usual guys, we'll just get straight onto the tasting notes and see first what we get on the nose on this one. Okay, right, so on the nose, fruity, definitely pear, lemon. It comes across as quite fresh and vibrant, definitely lemon. Almost gives the illusion of lemon meringue pie, because there's notes of vanilla as well on this. So vanilla, apple, baked apple, definitely. There's a little bit of sawdusty type oak, but it's not that prominent, but it's there. The peat kind of steps in behind all that fruitiness. So definitely some notes of smoky bacon, definitely. And sort of that vegetal style peat, bit of earthiness and soil. Very, very nice on the nose, very excellent on the nose. As I said, definitely more fruity than peaty, which don't necessarily think is a bad thing at all. I don't mind the fruitier note shining on this. It gives it a real nice freshness. That lemon, it's almost like lemon salt as well, saltiness. There's definitely a maritime influence as well. Seaweed, sea spray, definitely. And almost a mineral type character coming in as well. So I'm thinking some sort of stony pebbles on a beach, that sort of feel to it. Really lovely, very, very fresh. Peat is there and smokiness, but definitely those fruity notes come out more so than the peat, in my opinion, of course. Lovely. Okay, right, so let's just get straight onto the palate then and see what we get with this 13-year-old. There's the smoke and peat, more in the finish and at the back end of the palate. Big punch of black pepper as well, cracked black pepper. Maritime influence, smoked fish, beautiful, lovely, lovely finish. Okay, so the initial arrival, it's approachable and mouth coating, nice and oily, quite a nice thick texture. But on the front end, greeted with all that beautiful fruit. As I say, a mix of pear, lemon, maybe a bit of gooseberry, Vanilla definitely. As I said, that lemon meringue pie sort of feel to it. Some malted barley as well. Very, 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 very nice on the front end. And then it just kind of develops a bit more. So away goes that fruitiness, and then you get that huge, big whack of peat, vegetal style peat, with lots of smoky embers, smoke, meaty, bacon, minerals, that sort of pebble sort of feel to it. And then the maritime influence more in the finish, definitely. Seaweed, sea spray, smoked fish. And now just as the finish continues, more vanilla coming out, a little bit of oak, but not that much in my opinion. Some salted caramel on the end. Really long finish, but definitely the maritime influence just kind of takes over, which I just love in my drams, especially in my peated drams. I love a maritime feel. So the smokiness gets big on the end, and then it kind of trails away. Now it's just trailing away. But it's absolutely beautiful. That is a stunning dram. I really, really like this dram. As I say, those fruity notes are divine, and it kind of messes with your head a wee bit, because you're expecting with it being a bit more, a bit younger, early teens, you're expecting that peat to really come out and smoke to come out on the initial nose. But it doesn't really. Those fruity notes dominate in the beginning, and the peat and the smoke kind of take a back seat. But then as you taste it and it develops to the mid palate and then the finish, you get that huge whack of peat and smoke. But yeah, that is absolutely beautiful. I'm not going to bother adding water to that, because I think I've tried a bit with water already, no spoilers, and I just prefer it as natural strength. I think at 53.4%, is that right? Yeah, 53.4%. I don't think there's any need to add water to this. It tastes beautiful at its natural strength, in my opinion. So absolutely fantastic development, in my opinion. Good balance on this one, and I'm glad that the oak kind of takes a back seat as well. It's not over oaked or anything like that. Sure, you're getting the vanilla and a bit of sawdusty oak, but it really is about those fruity notes up front, and then the big whack of peat and smoke and maritime influence on the finish and the end of the dram. Okay, so really, really good bottle, in my opinion. Excellent bottle. So let's just try and compare it between the Halcyon Spirits one. I'm just going to take a sip of water quick. Sorry guys if this review is a little bit longer. Let's have a sip of water. Right, so 4 extra years of maturation, obviously, in the barrel. We don't know for sure what barrel was used or what cask maturation was used. It's not specified or stated on the website, but my inkling is probably a bourbon barrel, more than likely, or hogshead or something along those lines. Okay, so let's just see what we get with the Halcyon Spirits on the nose quickly. Wow, okay, so very, very different to this one. Darker, richer, more caramel, definitely more caramel. Does not quite have that fruitiness that I get from this 13-year-old. Doesn't have the freshness. It's definitely darker. The smoke is quite prominent, but there's lots of vanilla as well. Barbecued meats, smoky bacon. Yeah, there's definitely some lemon there too as well, so there's some freshness. But yeah, it's very different to this one. Very, very different to the 13-year-old. I can only describe it as being a richer experience. Whether that means it's better than this one, I don't think so. I really love the fruitiness on this one. The mix of pear, lemon, and lemon meringue pie. As I say, this one definitely more, yeah, definitely more caramel, vanilla, yeah, and that smoky bacon. Right, let's just get into the palate. Beautiful maritime notes in the end. Smoked fish, lots of vanilla, but doesn't really feel oaky. Rich, decadent, bit of spiciness and black pepper. Obviously slightly higher ABV than this one. Not truly noticeable, really, to be honest. Quite creamy texture as well. Mouthfeel is, I would say this was probably a bit more creamy on the initial arrival. That's also excellent. Lovely finish as well. Lots of oak and vanilla. No, sorry, not lots of oak. I mean lots of vanilla. Not that much oak. Black pepper. Maritime smoke. Peat. I don't know, guys. Very difficult to say which one I prefer. I mean, this one is a bit cheaper, quite a bit cheaper, the 13-year-old. Although I think that this one, the Holstein Spirit one, gives a richer experience and has more of that. I mean, you can taste it's more mature. You can taste the maturity in this. This one for me gives a fresher experience, and I personally prefer the fruitiness that I get from this 13-year-old. I'll be honest. It just, and the finish as well is great as well. I mean, it's got all the aspects of this one, except this one is just fresher and more youthful, obviously. It tastes more youthful, but I don't know, the integration is just so good between the fruits and the peat and the smoke. It's just got that. It's just got the fruitiness, and I think that's what I kind of miss slightly from this one from Holstein Spirits. This one doesn't quite have those fruits, but has more of the richer notes. So yeah, I guess depending on what you prefer, I mean, would be a difficult choice in my opinion. This one for me probably, definitely, I mean, you can drink it anytime, but it definitely reminds me more of a summertime dram. This one I could imagine just being in the winter and drinking it, because it's definitely richer. But both fantastic releases. If you had to pull my arm and ask me which one would I get again, I think it would be the 13-year-old, to be absolutely honest. Although I really, really like this release. I think it's an excellent release. I just prefer the fruitier notes in the dram. And anyway, that's just my opinion, guys. Take it or leave it. Anyway, so yeah, this 13-year-old from Gordon MacPhail, excellent bottle in my opinion. Not cheap, but an excellent bottle. Delivers all those beautiful fruit notes, sweet and sour, and that sharpness and tartness of lemon, but it's also got all the smoke and peat you need on the end, not so much on the nose up front. And then, as I said, you get that maritime influence as well on the end. Just so well constructed and balanced, very well balanced, and the oak takes a back seat. There is a bit of sawdusty oak there, but it does take a back seat in my opinion. Okay guys, enough of my rambling again. I hope you enjoyed the review and I hope you stuck with me. But if you enjoy my content, guys, then just please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. As usual, it's always appreciated. But yeah, as usual folks, not much else to say except have a fantastic day, and I'll see all of you again soon. I'm going to be doing another Caol Ila, a 15-year-old next time, and I think that will be the last of the Caol Ila. I'm tempted to get a youthful 9-year-old to try, because I want to start playing around with the different ages. So yeah, we'll wait and see. Okay guys, take care. Cheers.